this is also like, I don't like, cannot tell you, we'll get demonetized if I actually say the words I really want to say about Van Jones. Do we have that video? F this guy so much. Really. This is like sicko stuff. This is sicko stuff. First of all, I don't need I don't need another Gentile telling me about that I'm anti-Semitic because I didn't support Shapiro. But this guy's just, it's unbelievable.
Do you think it was a little risky, though, Van, that she didn't go with Shapiro to kind of lock down Pennsylvania? I mean, yes, David Challenger was saying earlier, just because you pick him as your running mate doesn't mean you automatically win Pennsylvania. But I got to think it would have helped just a little bit.
Pause even the question. Pause the question for a second. I mean, look, you've just had your election expert on to say, like, there's really no evidence that he would help with Pennsylvania. Well, we really want to do this story. So I got to think that even though our expert says that there's no evidence he would help with Pennsylvania, I got to think that he would help Pennsylvania. No.
Win Pennsylvania. But I got to think it would have helped just a little bit.
Hey, listen, the conservatives, the right wing, the Republicans, they were chewing their fingernails down to the knuckle because they were afraid of a Josh Shapiro. They were afraid of a Mark Kelly. They're not as afraid of this new governor because they think they can define
There is absolutely, this is just absurd. They're afraid of the juggernaut that is Mark Kelly? Are you kidding me?
Vacuum.
Are you kidding me? They weren't afraid of Shapiro or Kelly. That's absurd.
I wanted them so badly.
Go ahead.
Mark Kelly. They're not as afraid of this new governor because they think they can define him. So here's the challenge you've got in this party. And people don't want to talk about it. We got to talk about it. On the one hand, you have a lot of young people who are concerned about Gaza. You have a lot of Muslims and Arabs and others. They have not felt seen by the Biden administration. You start hearing that genocide joke. That was building. And so those folks needed to have a candidate that they could feel comfortable with. This helps them in that regard. But you also have anti-Semitism that has gotten marbled into this party. You can be for the Palestinians without being an anti-Jewish bigot, but there are some anti-Jewish bigots out there. And there's some disquiet now, and there has to be. How much of what just happened is caving into some of these darker parts in the party? So that's going to have to get worked out. It's going to have to get talked through.
This guy is an a-hole. First of all, the idea that there is more anti-Semitism in the Democratic Party than the Republican Party, which is necessary for his calculation to make sense, is just total BS. This is Van Jones. I mean, I swear to God, it would, the idea that this guy's not doing speaking engagements for like a Bill Ackerman or whatever that guy's name is, or whatever it is. Like there's
opening
this
for Tony
guy,
Robbins.
Look, this is a tough conversation. We need to have it. Van Jones chases money in a way that I think is like it is faster than probably people who are setting records, the sprints and the Olympics. And look, it's just a hard conversation to have, but it's true. The guy has always been like, chasing cash, and you got to wonder, why did the Obama administration fire him?
Why does CNN keep having him back on?
It's just unbelievable.
I find it rather galling also, just because it also serves to show you, I think, how also either misinformed or just like incurious Van Jones is in these segments. Is like he doesn't refer to Walz by name. He calls him this new governor. Walz has been governor of Minnesota for 5 or 6 years now. What is he talking about?
He's been governor for 5 years. He was in Congress for another 12 before that. He has more political experience than any other single person in contention. more than Pritzker, more than Kelly, more than Shapiro, more than Whitmer.
Yep.
Although Whitmer wasn't really considered, and Bashir.
And somehow he is the new governor who doesn't need to be named despite being chosen as the nominee.
Such lunacy. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.